Welcome to today's edition of Crypto Corner at InvestorIdeas.com. News on what's driving the cryptocurrency market. Hey everyone, this is Sam Mowers here. Welcome to episode 797 of the Crypto Corner podcast. For news today, Future FinTech is launching a crypto hedge fund. Cathedra Bitcoin has begun rover manufacturing, and IMIN Technologies has announced its Metaverse HQ. Just before we get into the show, though, a quick reminder that if you enjoy this podcast, to please feel free to share it or leave us a review. And as always, I recommend checking out some of the other podcasts on InvestorIdeas.com. This includes the Cannabis Podcast, the Clean Tech and Climate Change Podcast, as well as many others, all of which will bring you up to speed on the latest stock news and trends in their respective spaces. All right, so Future FinTech Digital Capital Management LLC, an investment management company and a subsidiary of Future FinTech Group, Inc., which of course trades on the Nasdaq under the ticker FTFT, has announced the launch of its first cryptocurrency hedge fund called FTFT Digital Number One USLP. The company's COO, Sean Liu, said, quote, "The launch of FTFT Digital Number One USLP is our first step in expanding our business into the cryptocurrency asset management sector. We believe that cryptocurrency assets will play an increasingly important role in the global economy in the future and become an indispensable component in asset allocation. We have seen growing demand for cryptocurrency hedge funds as it offers investors diversification and potentially solid investment returns. FTFT Digital Number One USLP has been formed under all regulatory requirements and high operational standards, and we look forward to the results of its investment strategy." End quote. Cathedra Bitcoin, Inc., which trades on the TSXV under the ticker CBIT, has started the manufacturing process for its proprietary mobile data centers, also called rovers, which are intended to house the Bitcoin mining machines ordered by the company in November 2021. These rovers will be manufactured in Berlin, New Hampshire through the rest of this year and beyond. Isaac Fithian, Cathedra's Chief Field Operations and Manufacturing Officer, explains, quote, "Berlin, New Hampshire is an industrial city forged through grit and an honest day's work. At its peak, Berlin was once the largest producer of paper in the world. For much of human history, paper has provided a means of remembrance and the promise that an honest day's work will not be forgotten. Cathedra will hold to this same promise. Our rovers will protect the most secure monetary ledger conceived by mankind. Through grit and an honest day's work, we are building a world-class company." End quote. IMIN Technologies, Inc., which trades on the TSXV under the ticker IMIN, has secured 2 land parcels in the Decentraland Metaverse through its wholly owned subsidiary Metaverse Advisory Group, or MAG. The company has also retained MAG to develop its headquarters and is pleased to announce the completion of iMining.com Towers. This is a virtual office in Decentraland's Manhattan district. Khurram Shroff, the chairman, president, and CEO of IMIN Technologies, Inc., commented, quote, "Any work will need to have a digital component in the metaverse, but it doesn't mean that everyone has to be a computer engineer. Companies such as Zoom have transformed remote working, but the development of metaverse will be a game changer. We already see companies such as JP Morgan, Samsung, and Sotheby's have entered Decentraland Metaverse, making Decentraland the ultimate location for businesses gearing up for the future." End quote. That does it for today's Crypto Corner. If you would like to be a guest or sponsor for this podcast, contact InvestorIdeas.com. Investor Ideas reminds all listeners to read our disclaimers and disclosures on the InvestorIdeas.com website, and this podcast is not an endorsement to buy products, services, or securities. Investors are reminded all investment involves risk and possible loss of investment. To hear more InvestorIdeas.com podcasts, please visit InvestorIdeas.com/audio. And a reminder, you can also hear our podcasts on Apple Podcasts, Audible, Spotify, TuneIn, Stitcher, Spreaker.com, iHeartRadio, Google Podcasts, and most audio platforms available.